say it's fair?
Yeah, I would say it's fair. We just worked on communicating, trying to get everyone on the same page. Because looking back on week 1, we didn't do it perfectly, and we tried to be perfect every play. So I think that was the approach to last week's game. Was just try to be perfect with communication, get everything done.
How disappointing was it there at the end of the game when you're down to the goal line, ready to try to get in one more time, and all of a sudden the game's called him out? What was that like as a player?
I mean, obviously you always want to score as much as you can. We weren't in it at the time. I would have loved to see what the twos could have done there. But it's obviously disappointing because you want to finish a game out every time you go out there.
What do you see from the second group when they were out there?
I mean, obviously they're moving the ball. A lot of guys first times, I think. Bozeman's and Dominic Jackson's. I can't remember who else is out there, but it looks good. Obviously Bozeman got in with us a little bit at the end, so he got out there and did things right. Kind of like I talked to him about, there doesn't need to be a difference when Ryan Kelly comes out and you come in, so I feel like he did a good job of that.
What was he like in the huddle, big eyes?
Yeah, I think he's a little nervous because it was his first time playing here, so I think he's a little nervous.
Well, you got to see Coker. I mean, what was it like playing with him in game situations?
I mean, honestly, it's no difference for us. All it is a different voice. We go up there and block, and we let them do their thing, so there really wasn't that big of a difference, just a different voice back there.
After that, I think a 15-yard run he had, did you tell him to slide? You're too important to be lowering your shoulder.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was like, what are you doing? You don't need to be getting hurt. I just told him to get down. I was like, be smart.
A little fired up to give the guy a little shove after right down by the goal.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. Someone was telling me about that, but that's good.
Is that fire kind of guy?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you always want that when you play, so it brings energy.
Was working with Bozeman something you guys knew you would do in this game?
No, we had no idea. Coach just kind of said get him in there and threw him in, and he did everything, so we just adjusted.
Did he know?
Right before, no, I think right before it was TV timeout or something, we were standing on the sideline, and Coach was like, get him in there, Kelly, you're out. And we were all just like, okay, let's go.
Was there an adjustment last year when Ryan went out? I mean, was there struggles initially with the center?
Not at all. That's kind of what I was saying. Like when Chad Lindsey would come in, there was really nothing was different when Ryan was in. So I always tell the younger guys, if someone goes down, there can't be any difference. And I mean, I feel like that was what happened. No, there was no difference.
Now with 2 weeks in, how do you feel like with DJ?
I mean, they're both doing great. Like I said after the game, I'm proud of both of how both of them played. They just got to keep working. And coach is going to make a decision sooner or later, and one of them will be the starter, and we'll go with that.
On those screen plays that have been so successful for you guys, as a right tackle, what are you looking to do on that kind of?
I mean, they're kind of option plays you can run or pass it, so we're blocking the run, and then if they load the box, they're going to spit the ball out. So we just run our run play like we're supposed to, and if the ball go out there, we just run down the field and try to protect the receiver.
Is there anything that Amari Cooper does that you just shake your head like he does that?
Everything. Just amazing athlete. I wish I could be like that, but I'm too big. He just makes people miss all the time. He's super fast. He's an unbelievable player.
Was Alphonse Taylor pretty excited about starting?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't really tell any difference because all the guys that are new, for every game, I'm like, just remember, guys, it's just pretend like it's practice. There's nobody out here. Don't worry about the 100,000 people or anybody. I know it sounds weird, but just don't worry about that because as soon as you get out there, you'll block it out. And I feel like they all do it well.
Is that easier said than done?
I mean, after the first couple games, it is. I mean, now I'm so used to it from last year, but the first couple games, it's hard. It's just like, wow, big-eyed. Now it's a lot easier to do.
Your wide receivers do a really good job of blocking. I know this is a strange question. Do you ever give them tips, like hand placement? Or?
No, I mean, because most of the time I see they usually try to cut block someone. They have their own techniques. They can do things a lot more quick than I can, so I don't really know what to tell them.
How many of the guys made it to the end of the first week with a hair?
2 or 3. A lot of them were just so absurd that we had to get rid of them.
Out of y'all known pass rushers, who's the hardest guy so far?
I mean, there's a few. I mean, actually all of them. They all have different moves. I mean, Ashawn Robinson's a huge dude who can bull rush. Jonathan Allen, quick hands. DJ Petway, fast off the edge. I could go on forever. They all just have something different that you have to be aware of.
How's Cam Robinson grading out the first 2 games?
Honestly, I haven't even seen the grades. I try not to worry about that. grades are just so technical. I mean, I think it's more about if we get the job done or not, and I feel like he's getting the job done, and we're pleased with it.
What's the challenge in trying to block a speed guy like Rashawn?
I mean, you could see it in the game what he did. Imagine having to block that off the edge. He can jump the snap count so fast that you have to be on your A game and on point, or what happened in the game is going to happen in practice, and that's happened. So he's just really good, and he's definitely a good asset.
Thank you.